Cool. So we are on live. Hi guys, this is Chris from Dorahacks. Great to see everyone here. Uh, Today we are very happy to have Brian from Dorahacks as the moderator and host for this opening ceremony of the Archway Hackathon. And we are very happy to have Emmanuel from Archway team, Phi Labs team to join us as the guest speakers. The ultimate goal of this opening ceremony is first bring a very high-level introduction about Archway and also the very first ever Archway hackathons on Dorahacks. And also we will briefly give an introduction about, as a developers, how to apply and submit your project through the Dorahacks platform. I'm gonna do that part. But yeah, in the first, I think we can have Brian to talk a bit, and then we will have Emmanuel to give the speech about Archway. And I'm gonna bring the introduction of submission flow in the end. Yeah.
Sounds good. Thanks, Chris, and thanks, Manny, for being here for the opening ceremony. Would like to echo what Chris mentioned. Dorahacks is just super thrilled to have this opportunity to host the Archway opening ceremony and be able to have the Release Your Inner Bull hackathon on our portal. We think it's going to be quite successful. We're quite excited to bring it to our developer community. As they'll soon learn, there are a bunch of new use cases that Archway as a layer 1 protocol enables them to build. So we think that the amount of projects that are submitted will be quite exciting in nature and enable some new use cases for a general purpose Cosmos smart contract platform. So that being said, this is our opening ceremony. The hackathon is in action. We've already actually had some early submissions. So I think it would be great if Manny, if you want to chat a little bit about Archway just in general, what Archway is, who Phi Labs is, why you're hosting a hackathon, what your vision for the hackathon is, and what type of projects you envision building on Archway.
Honestly, thank you to Brian and Chris for putting this all together. It's been amazing, everyone, to kind of work with them to see this come to fruition. And it's amazing to see submissions already come through for a hackathon. It shows that people are very, very excited to participate overall. Hi, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Aremu. I'm a growth marketing manager at Phi Labs. And Phi Labs is a core contributor towards Archway protocol. Essentially, the core ethos for the Archway protocol is just an L1 that provides developers with an economic model to help sustainably grow their dApps. How we do that is essentially we offer 3 kind of rewards which targets developers who deploy on Archway. First is up is gas rebates, which ultimately splits gas between 50% going to developers, 50% going to validators. Also, inflation, 25% is gone. It goes to developers, as well as smart contract premiums as well. 100% of that is available for developers when they deploy an Archway. That's kind of like, how we do it. Ultimately, the why is that we're trying to usher in a new wave of dApps across all ecosystems, right? Fundamentally, like when you look at, developers and people who bring this amazing dApp to fruition, they don't necessarily have the resources and ability to scale their dApps in a sustainable manner. I think we all on this call and everyone who's listening, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, or evening where you are, have experienced projects that, started off pretty well. The team was really committed to building, but for some reason or some way, weren't able to sustainably continue that momentum. And we kind of want to solve that on a mass scale for all manner of dApps, essentially. So when you think about a new dApp, whether it's an NFT marketplace, whether it's a DEX or a DAO, essentially, really think about, we ultimately want to empower developers to be able to sustainably grow them with leveraging our rewards module, which is coming around the corner as we get near every day closer towards mainnet. So ultimately, that's what Archway is. We're kind of ushering this new wave of dApps using our rewards module and kind of bringing a lot of these dApps, which we're able to come to fruition, but ultimately are able to do so utilizing all the new technology that Archway is bringing to the forefront. In terms of why this hackathon, it's probably a good question why you're asking. As I said, as I kind of alluded to, like, Mainnet for us is right around the corner. But more importantly, we want to make sure that we see some really amazing use cases who leverage our rewards modules within Archway to kind of build some new and exciting and new dApps which people haven't seen before, or kind of be able to launch their dApp ideas in a more sustainable manner. So literally, like as I mentioned before, it could be an NFT platform that really wants to leverage our modules to basically subsidize a user's first mint, for example. So that might be a very effective go-to-market strategy for that particular dApp. Or for example, if you're DEX, helping to eliminate liquidity provision fees. So like really having to think of like how best to kind of use Archway's modules to kind of offset some costs or onboarding issues that users are facing every single day when they're using some amazing dApps on all kinds of ecosystems. And in a DAO situation, I'm pretty sure everyone in this call has even been a part of a DAO or actually joined a DAO in itself. I'm really having to think of how best to incentivize governance, and Archway kind of allows that on scale. So it'd be really interesting to see some submissions come through for that as well. So those are just some initial use cases that I've kind of mentioned. To be honest with you, the way I kind of view Archway is kind of like a blank canvas. Whatever way you want to utilize it for your dApp is completely up to the developer and builder or the development teams as well. So ultimately, the ball's in your court in terms of how best to kind of bring that to fruition. And ultimately, like, we're really excited to see some interesting things that people put together for the hackathon, but also ultimately some early dApps are coming to the network as well.
Brian, you're muted. Brian, you're muted.
Thanks for sharing, Manny. We agree. We think that describing Archway as a blank canvas to enable use cases is definitely something very, very philosophical, but at the same time, something that should allow for developers to get very creative with their hackathon submissions. So definitely excited to review those. And thanks for sharing a little bit more about File Labs and the Archway protocol as well. I think, obviously you already kicked off your first workshop yesterday. That's recorded. Anyone participating in the Archway Hackathon can go and watch that. We're going to have a whole slate of workshops. The schedule is continuously evolving. So be sure to check back on the Dorahacks website and go under Release Your Interval Hackathon, because there will likely be more workshops added soon to keep everyone interested and to keep the education level of the hackathon high as well. And I think at this point, I would like to turn it over to Chris, who will basically be able to show you how to use the Dorahacks platform, how to navigate to the Archway Hackathon if you haven't yet already, and go through the process of submitting a project. He'll be able to show how to add different team members to a project, etc., if you are a first-time user of the platform.
Sounds great. Emmanuel, do you mind to stop the screen sharing so I can do that?
Got you. 1 second.
Sure. Yeah, I think you guys can see my screen. You guys can see it, right? Cool. So thanks Brian and Emmanuel for the intro. This is absolutely a very exciting moment for Dorahacks because I think for the Archway, it's actually the very first partners that we support in Cosmos ecosystem. And Cosmos is definitely trending right now. We have a very strong focus in the Cosmos ecosystem in the next 1 or 2 years. So it's super exciting for Dorahacks to support such a strong teams to kick off. So I guess I'm gonna briefly go through our website. Like if you are new users to our website, you can have a brief understand about how to use it, how to apply for the Archway Hackathon. So the first step is that you're gonna search dorahacks.io in your searching engine, and you're gonna see a web page pop up, and after that you can click Hackathon button on the very top, and loading for a while. Then you're gonna see this page, the hub of the Web3 Hackathon and beyond. And you can see that we have already highlighted the Archway Hackathon landing page at the very top. So you can easily find it, and you just need to click it. And when it's loading, you're gonna see the landing page. You're gonna see all of this information here. You can see the buildos, which means the projects. It's like a meme word in Web3, came from HODL. So buildo means a project. And on the left, you can see the tracks, NFTs, infra, and DAOs. So right now, we cannot see any submission for now, but I 100% sure that there are already actually some submissions. We just need to verify those submissions from our backend. And once it's revealed, you can see all of the projects here. You can filter those projects by click this button in different sectors. And you can find all of the detailed introduction about the hackathon here, the overview, the price distribution method, timeline, the ideal lists of the hackathon, basically what type of the project that we are expecting for this Archway hackathon, and some general FAQs here. And then you can find the prices, the more detailed prices introduction here. You can find the judges and criteria for the hackathon, basically the requirements. And you can see we have many legit judges for this hackathon, from IDEO, Collab Ventures, Figment Capital, Cross One, of course, Archway teams, and even Masari. So it's definitely very exciting. And if you are builders, you definitely should be excited about this, because it's gonna be a great exposure for you guys to show what you guys are building in front of all of this top tier institutions, judges through this hackathon. Here you can find all of the workshops, links, and office hours here. We just hosted the very first workshops with Augusto from Philabs yesterday. You can find the recording here by clicking this link. We're gonna have 2 more in the following 2 weeks. The topics, the brief intro. So feel free to join us in the next 2 weeks as well. Also, very important, we even have office hours every week for developers. Just in case you have any questions, you can go through Archway Discord channels by click this link here. It's gonna direct you directly to the related channels. And in the office hour, you will have a very warm support from Archway teams, no matter in technical side or general FAQs. And also, if you have any questions during the submission, you can always go to Dorahacks Discord or social media as well. Our ops and technical team is gonna support you just in case. Yeah, and this is some terms you might be interested. I won't go to very details here. And here is a submission guide. It's quite straightforward, I would say, because we have revolutionized our platform for a while. So shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes, even if you are a new user to our platform. So I can briefly go through here. So once you click the hackathon and get into the Archway hackathon landing page, you can find a button here called submit your buildo. It's live already. Basically, you can click it. And so actually the first step should be you need to sign up a new account on Dorahacks. So I'm gonna go through this again. Click the find the Dorahacks.io web page. Don't go to the Scamish website. And once you have the Dorahacks.io, you click the hackathon page. The loading is a bit slow, but yeah, you can see here. Go down, click the Archway Hackathon landing page. It's gonna load here, and then you should submit your build. But the very first, you need to have a personal account first. You can see there are many options for you to log in. I will just go through with GitHub. I will also recommend developers to go through this method as well, because in the hackathon, it's gonna require you to submit your to link your GitHub repo for the judging purpose. So just wait for the loading here. Yeah, because I have signed in before, so just take me here. And once you sign in, you can click the submission button here. You're gonna see this page. Basically, there's two options. One is apply with existing builds, and another is to create a new build. So if you already have an existing build, then you can click here and select whatever the build that you have. And once you click, you can add your track here, which is the 4 tracks that align in the Archway Hackathon. You can submit, select your tracks here and agree. Click the agree here, and then you can submit. Then it means you submit successfully. But if you are a new user, you are a freshman to Dorahacks platform, then you can click the create new build button here. And then it's like a very comprehensive flow for you to create a LinkedIn type of the profile for your project. So your builder names here, you can add your logo here. You can you can choose any source here. It doesn't really matter actually. But if you want, you can click Archway and click Hackathon and type Archway Hackathon. And the tag trees, you will probably select the crypto and Web3. And once you click it, you can see there are many categories for you to define your project. Can be infra, DeFi, ZK, privacy, whatever that you think that fit the best. And under here, you will see the bunch of the ecosystem that you can align with. And here is the Archway. You definitely want to do it because it's going to be an Archway hackathon. It makes no sense if you are Ethereum or BNB chains. So remember to select the Archway here. And there are some other options, but I guess Archway is definitely the right choice here. Yeah, and you can have the tagline here, basically a one sentence introduction about your like the very high level goal of your project, and you can add more detailed description about your project here. You can you must submit your Telegram handle just for the verification purpose, because we definitely don't want some like scamish or unlegit projects to join the hackathon. And we will ask you for another like alternative contact information just for the verification purpose as well. So here you can add your teammates, which is really cool. You can have, I would take Brian as an example. So, you see, if I click, so basically you want to add your teammates here through the email. So you can send an invitation to your teammates here. Once you click it, there's going to be an email sent, and your teammate can verify through their email box. And you can provide more background about your team introduction here. And here you can see you can add any type of the related links that you think might be helpful or important. GitHub is definitely the most important, I would say, and also the demo link, which is basically the website link direct to your project. demo video, you can record a video basically to better introduce about your project. Here, it's not a requirement, it's an option, but it is always good to have here. Facebook, Twitter, good to have, again, but not a requirement. Yeah. So after you finish and fill out all of the required information here, you can create the user term agreement and submit your build. And remember, if you are the new users, you fill out all of the information and you click the submit build. Here, you have to go back and again submit to the Archway Hackathon, because the step here is just for you to create your project, but you haven't applied for the hackathon yet. So you have to apply for the hackathon here again. And once you have the project profile, builder profile here, you can use your profile to apply in the future for any hackathons that might match your interests. Yeah. So I think that's it. It should be quite straightforward for anyone to understand. But if you find any questions, problems here, as I mentioned, feel free to join our Discord, join our social channels. You will have 24/7 support from our ops team, technical teams to solve any problems that you might have. Yeah, I guess that's everything that should be covered. But as we mentioned, we are super looking forward to meet anyone here to build on top of the Archway Hackathon. We definitely want to see you. We have a juicy prize pool for you. We have brilliant teams to support you, a series of the incubational support following up, not only during the hackathon, but also after the hackathon. We have the best judges to meet everyone here. So come join us, apply for the hackathon. We cannot wait to see you there. Yeah, that's everything from my side. Brian, Emmanuel, feel free to add anything if you have. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Chris, for running through the submission process and the create a bidle process. Definitely very comprehensive. Hope you find our platform just as easy to use as Chris made it seem. But yeah, just once again echoing Chris, like this is a very exciting hackathon. We'll keep the momentum going for all of our hacker community past ETH Denver. Hopefully keep the camaraderie going. This is going to be a great, place to continue to hone your skills and apply for some really juicy prizes, as Chris mentioned. So definitely very much looking forward to checking out some of these biddles. And yeah, so just very excited going forward. I think that's all from the Dorahacks side. I don't know if Manny, you have any final words before we finish off our opening ceremony.
No, you guys smashed it. Absolutely. I appreciate Chris taking everyone through the bill submission, and Brian as well, all the organization and background as well. Yeah, ultimately, we're really, really pumped to see what people put together when it comes to their biddles. As you know, Brian and Chris have taken everyone through everything. There's a lot of support from the Dorahacks community, as well as, if you have any questions, our Discord is available and open at all times. So please drop in and ask any questions on the technical side. And yeah, we're looking forward to we got a few more things up our sleeve that we're working with the Dorahacks team for the hackathon as well. Super excited to roll that out. I know, as I said, there's plenty of workshops, office hours as well. But even outside of office hours, you have a question, please don't hesitate to ask, the Dorahacks team, as well as the Phi Labs team working on Archway as well, so to ultimately see what you guys cook up over the next couple of weeks as we inch closer to submission deadline date as well. So yeah, it's really, really, really excited to see what people build, and yeah, it's going to be interesting and fun hackathon.
Yeah. So right. I just see that there's an audience asking questions. Basically, can he enter with project as a existing project? But with complete improvement. So definitely you can do that. So the requirement for the project is that you can either be a newborn project that without any back like previous experience, or it can be a established product with maybe a essential MVP, but just want to get more exposure. Can be both way. But I think the key is that first you have to be deployed on the Archway, and then the second is that you have to like align in the sectors that provided basically those 4 tracks. You have to align those, like fall into those 4 tracks. Yeah. So, and also there are some other detailed criteria that you can find that I just showed in the Archway landing page. You can find those here. But yes, so if you have already, but if you want to build something from scratch in the hackathon, you are more than welcome for that. If you have already MVP, but you want to make it better and get more exposure in the hackathon, in the Archway ecosystems, in our developer communities, you are also very welcome to do that as well. Hope that answers your questions. Yeah. But other than that, I think we are all good. If you have more questions, dive in the Archway Discord, dive in our social channel, Discord, Telegram. We'll be there for any questions that you might have. Yeah, cool. That's it for today. Thank you guys again for watching this opening ceremony for the Archway Hackathon. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Emmanuel, for joining us. Yeah, let's make next couple weeks great.
All right. Thanks, Chris. And thanks for everyone that joined.
Thank you, guys.
See ya.